Deportiva y con swing.
Deportiva y con swing.
La factoría del deporte desde New York para ti. Es una máquina.
Es una máquina
Pensada para ti.
pensada para ti.
Número uno en las redes, dale like y compartir. Con informaciones importantes siempre frescas.
Y con entrevistas que te ponen de cabeza.
Lo mejor del deporte lo encontrarás aquí.
Búscale en las redes, dale like y compartir.
Suscríbete,
Ay sí,
infórmate.
ok. Dale a la campana para que te llegue.
Nice to meet you. Just can you take us through the emotions and your thinking behind coming back to Kansas City?
I don't know, so I guess it probably started when they're doing like their good playoff World Series run a while ago. Just coming back and playing against them and seeing how the town and fans kind of, how much has changed since when I was in Kansas City, like how much excitement was there. I thought it was really neat to see. And then even a couple years after that, when the team wasn't quite as good and there was still a lot of excitement, and I just thought it was great for the city of Kansas City when that was going on. It was really pretty awesome. And I guess I didn't really know how much I was going to talk or not, but that was one thing neat to see. And then there was one other thing, I guess I won't say yet, that really impressed me with the Royals organization. That happened like maybe 5-7 years ago, and just kept in touch with some people over the years and felt like it'd be a place that I would be real happy and comfortable being a part of again. And just each year, especially the last couple of years, it started feeling more like a good place for me to go. And probably a question going to be asked next. I mean, I don't feel this is my last year. I'm hoping to have a lot of fun this year. This was a team I singled out that I wanted to play for. It was my number one choice. The only thing that would have made it a little tough is if the pitchers were still allowed to hit. And I was hoping that the pitchers would still be allowed to hit, and then that would have opened up a lot of teams I would want to play for in the National League. But it seems like no one wanted to see that anymore, or not the important people didn't want to see it, the people making the decisions. So when that was decided, it became like clear number one choice, and just hoping to have a fun year, hoping to help out as many players as possible if needed here, and I think I could be valuable with that. I know when I was in Kansas City, I was young, and first couple of years we had some guys that would try to help, and they were great guys, helped a lot. But when Gil Mesh came over, and he was a bigger name and still really good, I think just seeing him pitch every fifth day helped me a lot, and hope that could happen for other people. And there was a couple teams I singled out that I thought could use that help the most. So that was Kansas City was one of them, but also I think it's going to be a good year too. So hope it's fun. Hope to play a couple more years still.
Do you look at yourself as a leader on the staff with the younger guys?
I don't really know. I mean, I guess that doesn't happen until you are in the season. And I mean, the leader could be the youngest guy on the team. The leader could be anybody. It could be the coach could be the leader. A lot of things could happen. So I don't think that you could call yourself a leader or plan on being the leader. It just kind of either happens or it doesn't. And if that doesn't happen, then hopefully someone else has that role and does a good job.
Hey Zach, Lynn Worthy from the Kansas City Star. Nice to meet you. I was curious what it was like coming back to this facility, getting that Royals uniform back on, if that just felt like, or if there's anything that came back to your mind?
Not too much. I've played a long time and have been able to, I don't know, you go back to places that you were at, and so it's not like a new experience really for me. It's happened a lot, so. And the clubhouse has changed completely since the last time here, so that's kind of it.
Alan?
What was it like getting to reconnect with Dayton and have dinner a few nights ago?
Dayton's the best. If it wasn't for him and just the person he is and how he treats people, I mean, he's a very, very, very high reason I wanted to come back.
What motivates you heading into your 19th season?
You just every day just try to do what you can. It's not really like a long-term goal type thing. It's just see how good you could do that day and do what you can to get prepared. And I guess the goal each start is to do what I need to do to do as good as I can that day. And maybe that's give up 7 runs that game, but if I did everything I could, then that's what it is. And if I give up 2 runs and don't feel I was prepared properly, I might be mad because knowing I should have gave up 1 run or no runs. And so the goal is just to be prepared and put your best effort and give yourself your best opportunity. That's my goal.
Man.
Zach, when you left, obviously in 2010 or after 2010, did you ever feel like, or at that time, did you feel like, you could see yourself coming back here at that point?
Didn't really think about that too much. It wasn't the right place for me at that time. Milwaukee was a perfect place for me. I had a great time there. And most teams I end up being on, I mean, that's where I'm supposed to be at that time. And at that time, I thought Kansas City was not the right place at that time. And I think it's proven right. Kansas City did great after I left. And, I mean, it worked out good for me personally too, but I don't know, it just wasn't the right time.
And just to follow up, aside from seeing what happened with the World Series and everything, was there anything else that stuck out that made you feel differently about the world, and aside from obviously the passage of time?
Yeah, kind of just, I said it earlier, but it was just a couple of reasons was seeing the fan excitement there and the fact that I still feel it's more so there than when I was there. Even with COVID and stuff, it was a little bit trickier the last couple of years. Maybe things were a little different then, but I mean, even around Arizona, you see, and back home when I'm in Orlando, you see people with Royals stuff on, and it's kind of I don't remember that being the case back in 2002 to 2010 when I was with the Royals. And then Dayton, just the way he runs the organization, I respect it a lot.
Alan?
You pitched at Kauffman Stadium, I think, in 2019, but how much are you looking forward to pitching in that ballpark again?
So I love the park. I think it's amazing. For me, when people ask me what the best stadium is in baseball, that's my favorite stadium. And maybe that's because I played there so long, but there's a lot. It's a great stadium.
When did you think that it would be a possibility to be able to come back here? I know the Royals wanted you for several years now. It seemed like the timing was right this off season. When did you think that this was going to be the place that you go in 2022?
Probably in 2020, I knew. that was maybe even 2019. I knew that was where I wanted to go.
Have you lobbied for an at-bat yet?
No, but I talked to one of my buddies. I just want to hit when he pitches against us. So maybe we could work that out and just hit when he's pitching, and then it'll be like 5-6 innings, so it'll be two at-bats, 2-3 at-bats, and then someone will come in for me after that. But so maybe they'll work out if one of our DHs is kind of hurt and there's a lefty. We only have lefty options. Maybe.
What pitcher?
I'm not gonna say.
I'd ask.
How much different of a pitcher are you? And what do you think about how you've evolved through time since you were last here?
Since I was last in Kansas City,
Yeah.
there's just always changes. I made a big change in 2013. So I made a huge change in 2007, helped a ton. Made another huge change in 2013 that helped a ton. And I'm different than I was in Kansas City, but not too much different than 2013.
Those changes mechanical?
Partially, yeah.
Zach, I was curious, and I know you haven't been here that long, but are you familiar, or how familiar are you with the pitchers? Like, you talked about being able to help some of the young guys. I didn't know if you had any observations of some of the young pitchers that are here.
So, not as familiar as I should be. I know a decent amount of them from when they were drafted and followed them some, and I know there's talent. I don't know deep enough at the moment of what all the pitchers' strengths and weaknesses are, and so I still have to learn some stuff, but I'm familiar with a good amount of them.
Sure. How about the defensive talent you'll have behind you, and how enticing was that?
Very good question, yeah. It was good. Last year it was kind of fun watching them when we came to Kansas City. So it's a big park, and a lot of people see big park and they're like, oh, it's a pitcher's park. But when you get a base hit, the base hit turns into doubles sometimes. Sometimes it would be an out, but since the park's so big, it ends up being a hit. And then people are taking extra bases left and right on base hits. And it was kind of interesting. It felt like the Royals team was built around that a little bit. So they obviously have a good defense.
Got it. Oh, very nice. Got it. Oh, boy. What you got? I got it. Oh, stay sideways. Oh, yeah. Go. Got my back, right?
Regresamos en breve, no te muevas.